And we are in Microsoft 2020, and we're just going to do a discovery flight in Naples. Now, we're going to be on a Diamond DA40NG, and this is just the one of the ones that comes in Microsoft, but what's good about them is they usually download better scenery. So if you go into the discovery flights, just make sure you got all that scenery downloaded. Then when you do these discovery flights or any other flight in that area, it will look a lot better. Okay, let's wow, it looks pretty good and pretty smooth. Considering I got this set up really pretty high. Let me I got a perfect setup. Flight stick, PC. That's actually pretty smooth. Pretty clear dash too. Wow. I like kind of like that, looking down. So you can see, point down, you can see a lot of the terrain. Look at these old buildings. This is Naples, Italy. Down there, look at that old. Oh wow, that's like old world buildings that were built by Earth. Really, you know the real history. See all the basilicas and cathedrals, castles. Oh, it looks like there's a bunch up here. Whoa. Yeah, look at that. Those were made with purpose as energy structures, life preservation, really. Wow. That terrain was really good, like Italy. I don't really know a whole lot, but if I were to guess, I think that looks pretty accurate. Like you just see the terrain with trees, everything looks really, really good. I'm gonna go back a little bit. There, yeah, that looks pretty good. You can see, like even the houses and the verandas, it's highly detailed. Oh wow, let's go down here. Look at that old, look at that road. Wow, this is pretty good. Like I said, this is, you don't even need a super fast computer, Microsoft 2020. You have 2024 also, but whatever I'm not sure if it's got the same AI features that 2020 has. Like, look at that. This is so amazing. Yeah, I just like to be far enough out that I can still read the my airspeed and altitude, because those are the only real two components that you need for flight. You don't want to, if you go too slow, then you stall, or you run into terrain. So, and if you know what your altitude is, you can see your artificial horizon. Well, if you can't, then you better get up above the clouds or get down low enough that you can see it. Now look at the detail, like the cars and the buildings. I think they're all reconstructed. Like, this is sick. You can even see where I am in Italy, going up the coastline. Wow. Does that not look... That looks just absolutely fantastic. Look at that. It's kind of hard flying when you're and that kind of go up a little higher there. Wow. Look at that old world build. Oh, there's even a domes down there. Wow, I gotta turn around and look at these domes. Now some of them will not generate properly. That's just the way photogrammetry works. But some of them are instructed, or they're given proper coordinates of the entire structure. Oh wow. Pretty cool though. And you go up just a bit there. Look at this. Look at these domed old world buildings right there. Yes, free energy. That's what they do. It's like a electrical induction from the ether or the atmosphere or the weather. It's induced with I think particle movement of wind, and which means particles, and then the mass or the granite inducts it into the ground, and the higher you are up, the more that can come out, and it just comes through the copper, builds up, and then it just applies itself to wherever is needed through. I think it's more of a quantum entanglement thoughts can be also utilized to invoke some of these same effects. So I'm going to work on some designs of them and just see, maybe I can make a copper dome. Look at that. Now I gotta turn before I run into this mountain. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty neat just to fly around. They should actually have this Microsoft Flight Simulator. Should be in every classroom in America. Because what a better way to discover the world or geography than actually flying and learning flight mechanics and simulation installations, computer installations, all this kinds of things that you gain from utilizing computers and learning, what AI is. And people don't realize AI is just really any program. There's different levels, whether they're fully autonomous, semi-autonomous, partial. They're just following instructions and scraping data and then just putting it together. But through quantum programming, it might be able to draw in data from the source. So it could be good and bad data. Wow, look at that. Look at the detail of those yards. They look just amazing. Wow. Look at that. That is pretty good. Pretty detailed. Look at those gardens, those buildings. Wow, absolutely amazing. Absolutely. I'm not sure if they will actually land if I switch on the AI. Look at that island. Like, that's so amazing. Like the detail, the foliage, the water, it is pretty good. The atmosphere, the weather. Wow, look at that. I could live in there. It's so sick. Okay, let's see if we can find an airport. No, there is not. But I can turn on the AI. The AI is on. I don't know if the AI is gonna actually take me anywhere? Oh, hot ticky. Hot ticky doesn't plane. Pretty neat though. But look at this. You can just, that is, you know, I don't know, worst part of that is that's Naples there, or Sicily. It's just so amazing. Look at the old school structures and buildings. Really, really cool. Yeah, I don't know if I should bring up a map, see where I am. Yeah, so just looking to see if I can see the airport. Yeah, maybe there's an airport out here. I don't know. There's one there. No, I don't know what's that. I think that's a 1100 foot. Yeah. Oh, so there's a main one over there. Another one over here. What's that is? Huh. Well, you can see the major airport. I think that's where I took off from. And they do not appear to be, this pilot does not appear I don't know why they're not in the plane. It's just a Microsoft thing. Okay, let's zoom in a bit. You want to be in enough that you can actually read the gauges like that. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna take control. I don't know what that is. Okay. There we go. Let's get back down, have a look. Awesome architecture. Look at this stuff. Oh, I'm really going fast. I might actually rip a wing off. I think I have the damage settings on. Look at that. Smiling up Italy. Oh, just amazing. And okay, I might have to. Yeah, going down again just to check out some of this, looking for some old castles or old architecture like cathedrals and stuff like that. It could never have been built all over the world in the same design, kind of structures and perfection. And there's a reason why they weren't in labeled as 7 wonders of the world. Either they wanted to hide them, or they didn't exist. It came from the now, which is from the source. There's no space or time. So when it comes into or manifests, it manifests as an injection throughout the timeline. And with artifacts, that's why you're seeing all these videos about this and this historical thing. But it really doesn't make a lot of sense because we didn't have electricity or power tools or equipment back then. So there was no way, according to our structure, and that's kind of like a Mandela effect. But they didn't need them because they were manufactured almost like a 3D printer, a quantum 3D printer. From the source, which is like the ether, which is everywhere, and that's more power than, you know, a gazillion nuclear bombs. So that's why it can realign particles into perfect structures and energy structures and design, because they're coming from the earth, really. So we're just flying here, and look at those buildings down there. Oh yeah, those are really good. Pretty cool. Like, this simulator is working really good. You just tell there's smoothness, no switches, and I got it set pretty damn high. Yeah, so I'm pretty impressed with the driver. I just did some driver updates, and I'm not sure if Microsoft updated the freeze and positioning, but it's looking amazing. Yeah, looks really good. Wow. I got to head in and land. And like I said, this has just been a test. Look at that. Yeah, neat. I throttle down. You hear the prop pitch change as I throttle down. Now the design of the aircraft is so good, it doesn't let rapid reductions in momentum. Gives that thing you can get. Oh, I was only 100 feet off the ground. I didn't realize how low I was getting from this camera angle. But I'm really impressed with the graphics in this. Is just outstanding. Let's go there. There's some see stuff labeled in the distance, so they could be some kind of a sightseeing thing, that island. Pretty cool, eh? Like, and this mouse I got is so smooth. It's a Logitech G Pro. This thing is just a little tiny lightweight thing. It only weighs like a couple ounces, but it's so smooth. It's just a glorious, glorious mouse. Oh, I think that's an airport, so I can land there. 40 nautical miles. So we can just enjoy the ride. Pretty cool. It is nice to be able to see the aircraft and the ground at the same time. And like I said, they should have this because it's a recreation, a simulation of the entire Earth. What a better way to explore these sites, the cathedrals, the old architecture, the buildings, the castles, all over everywhere, like Scotland. And if they're recreated exactly on photogrammetry, this is what you get. It looks amazing. learn so much, see the world, decide, then make the decision, hey, I want to go visit there. Yeah. And you learn aviation, become a pilot, or engineer, or rocket scientist. It's just general interest. You learn, just naturally you learn about computers. You don't have to be a computer aptitude genius. Just install some software. If you get frustrated, call a geek in or a nerd, and they'll show you, and then you realize, wow, you don't have to be an uber geek or nerd that can figure anything out. You just have to remember some basic components that are always going to kind of stay the same. Because the way it works is the install process, the plugins of the computer, some of the ports will change over time, but the function, you just got a desktop and everyone knows how to use, YouTube or Facebook through a browser. Well, that's all computers are, and unless you run a program or like a simulator, and you're just basically in a browser inside that program. Just hit play and away you go. And then if you to set up your controller, hit controls and map them out. You'll figure it out. But if someone sets it up for you, you don't have to set it up every time. It will remain kind of in the system. Okay, I'm looking for an airport. Oh, there's something. Oh, that's not good. That's something to see, though. Not sure what, but I know it is something. Oh, such an awesome view there. Oh, there's some wires. Oh, watch them. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's an old house or a winery. Not sure. Yeah, and I don't see. Maybe it's old. Oh, there's a airport. In the level out here. And I like having the gauges up. You can see the altitude, you see your when you're going down, peak fast, your vertical speed, your airspeed, your engine, that RPMs, your fuel, and that's all you got to do. You just have to there's a stall speed, so each aircraft's different. Just remember that and try to stay a good 10 knots above it at all times or more. And then you can always bleed off a little bit before you land so you don't come in too fast. But I'd rather be a little faster. If you get too slow, you will stall a wing, and then if you're only 1,000 feet off the ground, you're done. You're not going to be able to recover. Or that sudden stall, they put you into spin, it might rip off one of your wings. So that is the basis. But another good thing about having a simulator in school, well, what if you're on a trip and some terrorists take out the pilots and you take out the terrorists? Well, guess what? Can you land that aircraft? Well, I could. And I've never flown one. It's just from, mind you, I got 40 years of simulator experience. But it's not that difficult to learn. Once you get these sensitivities set up, you realize the theory on how it works, it all applies the same. Same with the physics of racing cars and doing burnouts and donuts. Look at that scenery. It's such well drawn. Let's go see what that thing in the distance is there. Oh, that's right. Yeah, let's go down there, then we'll land. What that is, it could be like a cathedral from the old world. Italy is such an amazing place. structures, castles and buildings and cathedrals. And same with Scotland. Amazing. And all over the world. Even Canada has it. So there's nowhere in the world is immune to having this architecture with, there's the cathedral. Let's go down there. I gotta go see this one. Cathedral of the Assumption of Mary. Oh, there's a dome right there. Look at this. Got a little bit of a stutter. Good time. There's a lot of. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Look, there's no way humans made that. It's like the White House. And they're all over the world. And that's why they're green roofs, because they're copper. There's copper in there that transfer energy. Probably built right into the stone. There's the cathedral. The Assumption. Oh, look at that. Another dome. Yeah, look at these domes. Look at the cathedral dome. You're in that boat flying in. You know what? I know. I know where they came from. Mind you, they built some good structures, man, but look at that. And the railway system. Why was it there? And how long has it been there? That looks pretty ancient, too. Yeah. Look at that. Entire city that you just built. From nature. Yeah. And the tunnel system. Okay, there's the runway that's coming to land. And we will. So this is, I don't even know what airport this is. I don't know if this is Naples or what. We are in Italy somewhere. Oh, I better put flaps down. Yeah, it's easy to bleed off. I just went to 105. I can land, at 80. Coming a little high, see the 4 whites. 2 red, 2 white for proper glide slope. Oh, there's good. 1 red, 2 red. That's perfect glide slope. Do I hear another plane? Something? Wow. That was a good land. Not a bad landing. Pretty soft, I think. Wow. Pretty cool. Flaps up. And see if we can see where we are. No idea. Oh, over there I can see the tower. What's it say? No, it doesn't. Huh. Yeah, we're going to try to go across the grass here. Maybe I'll park and see if I can see a name on a building. Don't do this in real life. Yeah, I don't see a name. Huh. Trying to brake. Huh. Oh, there's the name of it right there. I think. Okay, let's go back inside. Cappuccino. It's gotta be the airport. Well, oh, there was a plane just landed. Cool. Oh, there's more coming in. Naples, 2 nautical miles. Well, that's it. We are Duke is signing off.